Hello. So, if you've been keeping an eye on my community on YouTube, then you will know what's coming. But I will help refresh your memory to those who weren't paying attention. I actually did myself a poll vote if I should, and they're actually Lego based, if I should show off my Lego Devil Car first or my Lego Movie 2 video game long play, which I'll be doing in the future. And my Devil Car got the most votes. Before we begin, let me remind you that the Devil's design was based off the famous racing game Ridge Racer. And I based the Devil Car on what its design looks like on Ridge Racer 5 and Ridge Racer 2 for PSP. So without any delay, here it is. Just in case it's not obvious to you, you will know that the resemblance of this car looks just like a Ferrari F40. The only difference compared to a Ferrari F40 is that the Devil on the game, it does not have a window on the back showing the engine. And its tail lights are also slightly different. Plus, it doesn't have that black line going across the whole body. And the front is more sloped down like a NASCAR. And for those of you that don't already know, I actually based this design off the Lego Speed Champions Ferrari F40. Here's what the actual one looks like so you can see for yourself. The fact that the Devil on the game looks just like a modified Ferrari F40, so this was the closest I could find. While I was making this design, I used an app called Sketchfab, which shows off 3D models, and I give credit to Xenn for replicating the Devil's model from Ridge Racers 2. We'll just put that to one side. I'm going to show what the actual model on the app looks like so you can see how I've been able to replicate it. Just put that to one side. So yeah, just in case you weren't really paying attention, pretty much nearly everything on the car are stickers that I customised. I took pictures of the car on the Sketchfab app itself, and then I replicated the stickers on my computer. Did some size measuring, and to actually make these into stickers, I used photo glossy paper and double-sided tape. These Lego wheels don't really exist, so I made stickers for those. And just real quick, in case you weren't taking notes, you will notice that the Devil Car in the game actually has a tail light on the back spoiler. I did that just by using a small red sticker. And of course, the scoop at the back of the car here, the scoop for the back of the car here, that's actually supposed to be the cover on the real Ferrari F40. I did the best I could to replicate it by using a 1x2x2 black roof wedge. Fortunately, the only ones that exist at the moment are these with the holes on, but that's as close as I could get. Also, if you have noticed at the back, you will notice that I've added some light blue transparent flames here. That's to imitate the nitrous. Now, for those of you who were actually taking notes, these are actually the same flames used on General Mayhem's jet shoes on some of the Lego Movie 2 sets. Here's the minifig so you can see for yourself. You will only get general mayhem like this in the Metal Beard's Motor Trike or the Sistar Starship. And just so there aren't any rats or anything wrong, you will notice that the car actually has one side view mirror on the right. That's not incorrect because on the game it has a side view mirror on one side of the car but not on the other. Some race cars have these, so it makes it easier for the driver to see who's behind him or her. Now before I move on to a bit of a previous prototype I made, apart from making stickers for the car, I also made a driver. Now I am aware that the 13th racing driver or the racing suit is never shown on the game itself, and I don't think they've actually created stuff like that since Ridge Racer focuses mainly on cars but not the drivers. All I did was just get the torso and just stuck on all the stickers from the car. Obviously I'm not going to show you who the driver is. But onto that, I did actually make a bit of an early prototype 3 months ago, and it was based off the classic 4x7 chassis. Although I had to do some modifications since the middle part of the car was longer. Here's what my original prototype looked like that I posted on Facebook. Not sure if you can tell, but I actually used a 4x4 base instead of a 3x4 base. So like I said, because I haven't made this model, we'll use this car as a reference. So this car here was actually what my prototype of the Devil looks like, and now here's what its design looks like now. It's much bigger and there's more room for the minifig to fit inside. Now there is one noticeable difference of this compared to its design on Ridge Racer 5. On the Ridge Racer 5 design, there is a yellow crenelle written here, and the 13th Racing actually says crenelle. But the reason I based this off the Ridge Racer 2 model was because I wanted to put 13th Racing on instead of crenelle. Now just before I end the video, I'm going to do a 360 view of this using a turntable I built. It's just so you can get a good look at the vehicle just before I end the video. So here's the car again one more time. And just one noticeable thing just before I sign off. If you would have noticed something about the tail lights, you will notice I used two types of tiles. I used two 1x1s in sort of like a yellowish orange colour, and two 1x1 corner tiles in red. This is what the tail lights look like on the actual model itself. So yeah, this is as close as I could get from a Devil car. So I hope you enjoyed my video of me showing off the Devil car, and I hope to see you in my next video, which will be the LEGO Movie 2 long play live stream. Now because I don't have any recording software, I use Broadcast on PS4 to record my long plays, which is what I'll be doing in the future. But that's it for now. I'll see you later. Bye.